Alright fellas, what's happening?
Dereck, you fighting Fabio then?
Yeah, I'm fighting Fabio. I think Fabio needs a good test. He's won the bridge title. He needs a good test. He needs to fight a proper if I was going to push him. Because everybody's fault, they've quit. You know, so I think him and Adi Ali should do it.
What do you think of this fight, Joshua Whyte?
Good fight. It sold out, as you can tell. Both fighters are a bit reserved. Then they haven't got a bit reserved, but it's okay though.
Is that a surprise to you, Dereck, that there wasn't a bit more vocal today?
I mean, it was not a good press conference. It was not delicious enough. It was not amazing. It was not like we can try and make highlights on this. But it sold out already, which is good. The venue O2 Arena sold out.
What do you make of Fury and Garnick?
I'll believe it when I see everybody walking in the ring.
Do you like the fight?
It's entertainment. Entertainment is always good, people. There's so much badness going on in the world. I think when people get entertained, it's good.
It's possible to talk that fight could happen in Saudi. Have you heard anything? I know you're quite closely with Saudis.
No, I haven't heard anything about it yet. So when I do hear, I will say some stuff about it, but I haven't heard anything about it yet.
What about Daniel Dubois, training with Don Charles, someone you know quite well? What chances do you give Daniel in that fight?
He's boxing a Rolls Royce, Daniel. So he needs to be a Rolls Royce himself when he's in there. But you never know. Everybody always says it's a heavyweight game. One punch can change the game. One punch can change the game if you're not on point. But I know Usyk could be on point, ready for this fight. And remember, Usyk used to spot Daniel many rounds, so he knows how he moves and stuff like that.
What do you make of his link up with Don?
Mate, it's good for Don. You know, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. You know, but it is what it is. All the best.
When you come back, will you be working with Don, or have you not made back for him?
Me, I've moved on. I moved on.
Who do you want to fight?
Don't know yet. I'm working on it. I'll be on this undercard though. 100%. Work on it now.
How do you see AJ Whyte going?
There's so many factors playing in this thing already. We are 5 weeks away from the fight. AJ's doing an 8-hour flight to Vegas. He's gonna get there, jet lag, get tired, come back, do another 8-hour flight here, and then Dillian will be in London training in Manchester. I think in the first 2-3 rounds, I think Dillian will cause a bit of commotion on AJ, but AJ will just buy his gumshoe and round 8-9, Dillian gets knocked out.
There's a lot of talk of Deontay Wilder coming back into the ring. Obviously, a lot of talk about him and AJ in December in Saudi. What do you make of that? What do you make of Deontay Wilder?
When is he fighting?
There's talk about the Ruiz fight, but I think he might be holding out till December 4.
So basically, Deontay will be at the ringside.
Oh, he'll be ringside.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So Deontay will be ringside.
What do you make of Froch saying that Joshua's on the slide?
Fuck Froch. Froch needs to shut the fuck up and just stay wherever he is in his duck hole and fucking arsehole.
Cole's had a few things to say about AJ over the last couple of years. Do you know if there's been some form of falling out between them?
It's jealousy. You know, if someone's saying something about another man, it's as simple as it's jealousy. Do you understand? There's nothing else. Carl Froch is jealous of AJ.
You think he's jealous of his achievements?
100%, because instead of you say things in public. Don't say things in public. Like if I want to say something to AJ which is negative, I call him and say, yo, on this interview where you say that was not well, on the way you boxed this fight, this was not great. You know, that's what you say as a friend. But when you're jealous, your point is to just go in front of cameras and just rant about the other fighter because it's jealousy. It's nothing else. It's just simple jealousy. That is it. You know, is he still a Sky?
No, he works for a few people.
Huh?
He's done a bit on TalkSport and a few other people.
He's got his own thing.
Done some stuff with design as well.
Yeah, he's basically freelance, working for everyone.
So Sky didn't give him a new contract, basically, because he talk shit about other people. That's fine. We talk shit about the promoter anyway. So it's jealousy. There's nothing else.
Yes.
You know, it's simple jealousy. But at the end of the day, 12th is going to be a good day for Londoners. You know, it's going to be buzzing.
Talking about Londoners, Joe Joyce in a rematch with Dillian Whyte. Do you think Joe's he can make the adjustments this late in his career to be?
If he don't, he's going to get fucked up. That is the simplest thing. You know what the funny thing is? Before that Zhang fight, he came out on BT and was like, oh yeah, you know, I use my head and then people don't know I'm still there, I'm still boxing. And they're like, what the hell? I was like, this guy's an idiot. You know, move your fucking head. You know, just stay away from everything. You know, you don't have to use your head as protection. Mate, I tell you what, if I'm Zhang, I'll just come back in the rematch and hit the same fucking eye again. Because I'm telling you, that eye hasn't healed. Hit the fucking same eye again. Boom, hit him there, hit him there. It's going to be the same outcome because that eye is still the same. It still hasn't healed. You should move on. You should find another fight. Let Zhang do what he's doing.
Does Zhang cause problems in that division? Awkward, big guy.
So big guys, Zhang is a big guy and he's good for 5 rounds and after that he starts tanking. He likes to box moving and for a guy who's very, very big and the moving is quite difficult. So.
What's your prediction for Spence Crawford?
That's a delicious fight. Who was in the car crash?
Spence.
I don't think Spence is still the same after that car crash. You know, I don't think so. It's still the same. I hope it's still the same because we want to see a good fight. You know, and plus as well, you know, these guys, they live the life partying, drinking and shit like that.
Dereck, what do you make of Canelo switching networks, switching promoters just to make big fights happen?
I'm going to tell you now, that Eddie's fucked. Eddie's fucked. His own is fucked. Spence. Today, because that American brand market now, that was it. The Mexicanos were coming out, buying pay-per-view and stuff like that.
Dereck, what do you think's happening to British boxing? Is, you know, a lot of the big fights happening in the US this year. In British boxing, we're still struggling to make good fights. What do you think's happening? Is there a transition right now?
I don't think we're struggling. I just think the Eagles are the promoters. Your Eddie Hearn, your Frank Warren, you know. But you know, Ben Shalom wants to work with everybody. You know, it's just the promoters. They just trying to be greedy now, and they're just trying to have that more extra money. The fighters want to fight, man. You know, you got a good fight right now on. I think that fight has been agreed now on Sky. Buatsi versus what's his name?
Yeah, Aziz.
Oh, that's a good fight. That is a good fight. When is that fight? Manchester.
It's a week after this one.
Where is it?
They haven't announced the location yet.
Yeah, that's a good fight. You know, Buatsi better come with his game on, because he might get laid out. But it's a good fight.
What I'm trying to say is, if you look at America, there's a lot more established world-class fighters there now. In the UK, they seem to still be finding a good pay-per-view star. We've seen Joshua Fury, but after that, I think Conor Benn was supposed to be the next one. Obviously, we know what's going on with that, but they're still searching for the stars here right now. Do you feel that's the case?
Oh, you know, people should just forgive Conor Benn. You know, Conor Benn is going to come back. You know, Eubank Jr. is meant to be having a rematch, but the rematch is scrapped now. Yeah, so I could tell you that fight is happening now. Conor Ben and Eubank is happening in the summer at Tottenham. You didn't hear from me. Okay. And if you tell anyone, I'll tell you I didn't say anything. So things are buzzing, you know. Listen, bridge boxing was the highest when AJ beat Klitschko. Do you understand? When AJ was selling Millennium, Tottenham, Wembley, we're buzzing. But you know what they say, what goes up must come down. So the buck must be passed on to someone else now. Do you understand? You know, remember we had back in the era of the Klitschkos in Germany, and then he came here. You know, and now our era is going for British boxing. Is going 100%. You know, AJ retires, Tyson retires, Marcel retires, Dillian retires. GC Fabio Wardy selling out fucking Tottenham. Huh? Let's be honest.
One day maybe.
Huh?
One day maybe.
When is that gonna be? Let me explain something, son. If you're not holding your own arena at this stage, it's not gonna happen. All you fighters, if you think you're a fighter, if you're not selling at least 3,000 tickets or 4,000 tickets, it's not gonna happen. Do you understand? If you're always gonna be on someone's undercard, you don't have your own show. It's not gonna happen.
You feel like tickets are probably not going to get sold out when you're not making big fights. AJ Fury has been talked about for the last 4 years. Never got made, but it seems like a lot of fans, casual fans, who are the majority of the market, are not going to be buying tickets or tuning into it. So I don't want to be talked about.
I think the three biggest fights left out there: AJ Fury, AJ Deontay Wilder. That is what the public want now, you know. So you might get it. Inshallah, you might get it. You might get it. It's gonna be amazing. But let's enjoy the 12th. It's gonna be buzzing. It's gonna be amazing.
Dereck, were there ever talks of you and Ngannou having a little tear up?
No, don't know what talks about.
Well, you and John Jones,
Who's John Jones?
the UFC heavyweight champion.
Oh my God, that guy's too tall, man. I'll fuck him up if he. I'll beat him up. I'll beat him up. They don't want none of this, man. They don't want war.
Away from boxing, what does a day in the life of Dereck Chisora look like?
Fucking, as you can see, I'm holding an injury here. Just playing with the kids and I ain't got injured. That's it. You know, when you become a dad, you become very soft. Especially me, I got 2 girls. Like, come on, I'm like, I want to be violent, and it's only, Daddy, you can't be violent, you have to be nice. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, man.
Oh my goodness, when you have girls, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be violent. Daddy, you can't do that. What's Daddy's? And then my 3 are like, Daddy, oh, I love you. And you're like, oh, you the smell. You're like, oh, Jesus. Even road rage, you can't even have road rage when you got kids in the car. You have to be nice.
I can't imagine you having road rage. Well, I can, but you just end up. No one's.
I have road rage sometimes.
But no one's picking, like, the minute you pull the window.
Yeah, no, it's like
just shitting.
It's like when they do something, and then suddenly I go beside them and they don't do anything, and then suddenly they see my number plate, like, oh, and then they'll flush. I'm sorry. And then my kids be like, what's he saying sorry for? I'm like, oh, because his daddy's fan. Yeah, man, it's just hard, man. It's just hard. You know, even you could tell. You know, AJ and Dillian, when they were sitting there, you know, there was no bitterness, there was no anger, you know, there was no more sauce, there was no, you know, it was so nice to each other. That is because both of them are dads.
Have the days of throwing tables gone now, Dereck? Are them days over?
No, the line still stays the same, bro. You know, man, depends if you piss me off.
Dereck, being a father as well to 2 young children, and you know, for your last few fights, people have said after, is this the time for you to step away? Is it on your mind at all? You stepping away from the ring, certainly staying involved in boxing, but not fighting anymore?
No, I'm fighting on this card.
No, I know, but obviously a lot of people have mentioned it for a while now.
Yeah, you know what? This is the thing in the United Kingdom. We'll come up with solutions for people to quit, to say, oh yeah, you should retire, or you should do this. Look at Ronaldo. You think if Ronaldo listened to Wayne Rooney fucking 8 years ago, I'm retiring, we should retire together? He's in Saudi right now, chopping the money. You know, I could tell you, Steven Gerrard should still be playing with Ronaldo right now. Do you understand? But it's the English mentality we have. You know, look at our Premier League games. It's not even the Premier League we grew up watching. They've changed the game. For what reason have they changed the game? You know, I remember watching John Terry, Steven Gerrard, all those proper hardcore guys playing for the badge. Now you got these guys are not even from Manchester or Liverpool anyway, coming playing football. But how do you expect them to play for the badge when they don't understand the culture? You understand? So it's difficult for like, when people say, oh, you should retire, I'm like, why? So you can say, okay, no. Only failures always tell people to retire.
Dereck, what football team do you support?
I used to support Manchester United, and I still do.
Don't support the fellow London teams?
Huh?
Not the fellow London teams?
Oh, you Arsenal?
Yeah.
You're stressed out, aren't you?
Happy.
They were like, oh, we're winning the league! I'm telling you, man, I knew we weren't going to win the league because Arsenal are the most racist fans in the world, you know that?
What? That's ridiculous. We've got the most diverse team. No way.
But it don't matter.
I can think of at least 3 more teams that are more racist than Arsenal.
We don't go online and start telling our players they look like monkeys after they miss a penalty.
That wasn't Arsenal fans.
That was Arsenal. Who was it? When you guys lost the game, a top game you were supposed to win, and then suddenly you start slaying that young kid in soccer, you start killing him.
After the England game, do you mean?
No, bro. No, I wasn't at that game. They lost. You were meant to win that game to win the league, and you lost that game. You know.
There's going to be small sections of all fan groups that take it too far, but the majority of Arsenal fans are not racist.
For someone to sit on the computer and then come up with an image of a player looking like a monkey, that's some serious hate, bro. That's why he let the league go. I'll just get on the pitch and run and just, instead of me kicking the ball in the guard, just kick it on the floor, and I'm like, I'll hold my head now and miss it. I'm like, yes. That's why. Well, the last time Arsenal won the league, how old were you?
I was in secondary school.
Oh, yeah?
But we're going to win the league next year, so it's not a problem. We'll wake up.
That's what you say every year?
Bro. If Arsenal winning the league, it's like my wife giving me a baby boy.